What is going on, everybody? Back for another video today. So today's video is actually still going to be kind of a sensitive topic for me, but I feel like it's something that I need to address, considering the fact that a couple videos ago where I was helping Katie get into riding, I said that I was going to start making videos talking about, you know, topics for if you're wanting to get into riding. And I feel like this is something that everybody needs to hear if you are considering getting into riding motorcycles. So about a week ago, my best friend from high school actually just passed away in a motorcycle accident. About 6 months after another friend of mine from high school passed away in a motorcycle accident. Now that one I didn't really talk about because, you know, it wasn't really something that I was wanting to make a video about and, you know, kind of create a bunch of drama and whatever, but, you know, I feel like now this is something I need to talk about. And it's actually really hard for me to even get on this thing, but, you know, I went and talked to a couple good friends of mine that also knew these people that passed away in motorcycle accidents. I went to them in pieces. I was like, I'm done riding. I'm not ever getting on that damn motorcycle again. But they told me what I needed to hear. They said, don't stop riding because of them. Continue to ride for them. They're like, they wouldn't want you to stop riding just because of what happened to them. You know, they enjoyed riding a lot, and they know that you enjoy riding a lot, and they're like, you know, they wouldn't want you to stop riding. Continue to ride. And that's it. That's what I needed to hear. So, Kristen, Katie, thank you so much for telling me what I needed to hear. From the bottom of my heart, it means a lot. So, what I heard happen in the accident, so my friend Matthew, the one that just most recently passed away, is he was actually in Arizona with the Air Force, and he had like CBR 1000 and BMW S1000RR, which I'm so jealous that he had that thing. But he loved to ride on mountain roads, and he was kind of riding along the road, and a big gust of wind came through and blew him into the lane of oncoming traffic, and he hit a car head on. You know, until you are actually put in a situation where you have this happen to you, you know, I'm sure everybody has had somebody close pass away, you know, whether it be a grandfather or a parent, you know, in a lot of cases, and I'm not saying every case, I don't mean to offend anybody by this, but in a lot of cases, it's something that you see coming, whether it's sickness or old age or cancer. You know, it's something that you kind of can wrap your head around before it actually happens, and that does kind of soften the blow a little bit. But when it happens in an accident like this, someone freaking threw grass clippings into the street. That's a nice one. Great way to cause an accident, right, as we're talking about accidents. But when it's something that's an accident, it's just all of a sudden it happens, and it's nothing that you saw coming. Because I was actually just talking to Matthew the day before this happened, and then all of a sudden I get a call while I'm at work, and it's one of my friends from high school and says, hey dude, Matthew passed away in a motorcycle accident. And it just hits you like a train. It really does. And it can happen to anybody. And, you know, if you're somebody that's looking at wanting to get into riding, understand that could be you. And the realization of that doesn't really hit until it actually happens. You know, I remember when I was telling my parents, hey, yeah, I'm wanting to buy a motorcycle. And they always told me motorcycles are dangerous. You get killed on those a lot easier than you get killed in a car, because in a car you have something to absorb the impact. You know, you have something around you to keep you protected, whereas on a motorcycle, if you hit something, that's literally you that's hitting it. And the realization that motorcycles are dangerous didn't really hit me until Tim got in the accident. And at that point, I was really kind of reconsidering whether motorcycles were something that I wanted to continue riding, but that was also in November. So it was winter time, I wasn't riding, the bike was in the garage, so I had several months to think about it. And now that it's happening for a second time, that's when it really hit. And like, you know, I don't want to put my family and friends through this a third time. Now, I will at least say though, I'm a pretty smart guy. Like, I'm not doing wheelies on this thing. I'm not flying down streets at 120 miles an hour. You know, I'm starting on a smaller bike that I'm able to learn on. Because, you know, even though I did take the MSF course and I had, you know, a little bit of writing experience before this, I am still learning. I've been writing for about a year, but I would definitely still say that I'm in the learning process. And so I'm going about writing in a smart way. Like I said, I took the MSF course. I'm starting on a smaller bike. I'm always wearing my gear. Like, it's about 80 degrees right now and I'm wearing a full leather jacket, gloves and everything. So that kind of comforts me and my friends and my family a little bit, the fact that I am being smart about this. But you also have people, and you know, if you're looking at wanting to get into riding, I hope to God this is not going to be you. The guy that doesn't take the MSF course immediately hops on his ZX-10R while wearing basketball shorts and a tank top, no gloves, and just a helmet, and is immediately lane splitting, flying down roads far above the speed limit and doing wheelies, which I know a guy who did that. I actually know two people who have done that. One of which just wrecked his GT350R by T-boning somebody at 120 miles an hour on a highway. And then he immediately goes, buys a CBR 1000, and just yesterday I saw him flying down O Street, the street that everybody cruises on the weekends. I just saw him flying down that road easily doing 90 miles an hour. It's like, did your GT350 not teach you anything? Ooh, this guy's flying up. Oh, I know that guy actually. And those are the people that I just absolutely hate. I can't stand it. The fact that clearly your life does not matter to you enough that you're gonna be doing that shit like it's nothing. I don't know who needs to hear that, but it needs to stop. Because while your life may not matter to you, it matters to somebody. This guy that on the CBR 1000 that was doing 90 down O Street, he has a kid. Like, are you just that fucking stupid that you're willing to do that shit and have somebody maybe turn in front of you? Anything can happen. And having friends who have died in motorcycle accidents, it just goes to show that. It solidifies it in my head that I'm not going to be that stupid. And if you're wanting to get into riding, I hope you're not going to be that stupid either. I want everybody who sees this video to be smart about it. So if you're going to be the guy that is doing stand-up wheelies down a busy road and going out and buying the fastest bike he possibly can right off the get-go, don't get into riding. You know, there's a difference between having fun and being stupid. And I like to think that I'm right at that having fun point. Because, I mean, clearly in some of my videos, you'll see me get on the throttle a little bit. Right there, if I wasn't paying attention, I could have gotten hit. Don't be the stereotypical crotch rocket rider. Be smart. Take the MSF course. Start on a smaller bike. Yeah, you're gonna get shit for it. The guy that actually just wrecked kept getting on me about, dude, get a leader bike. Don't be a pussy. Get a leader bike. Oh yeah, the lake is definitely flooded. There's a park bench in the middle of the lake. Completely off topic, but we've been getting a lot of rain lately, as always, in spring time in Nebraska. I guess in closing, just understand, you know, while you may think that you're bulletproof, anything can happen to anybody. And assess whether or not this is the risk that you really want to take. Because I don't want to see anybody else get in an accident, you know? It's hard for everybody, it really is. So evaluate whether or not riding is a risk that you want to take. If you do decide it is something that you really want to do, be smart about it at least. You know, like I said, it's one thing to have fun, it's another thing to be stupid. And I'm sure you could talk to any rider. They've all had close calls. I had one just about a week ago. There was somebody that was trying to pass a city bus that was stopped on the side of the road, pulled out right in front of me, had to slam on the brakes, but I saw it coming. I saw the bus sitting there, I saw there were a line of cars waiting behind it, and I thought to myself, somebody's gonna turn out in front of me. Sure enough, someone did, so I was prepared. If I wasn't prepared, I would have gotten in an accident. It's something that you don't really understand until it actually happens. Until you are actually put in the situation, you don't truly understand how dangerous these things are. So, again, like I said, you know, if you're wanting to get into riding, really, really think about it. Don't make an impulse decision. Think about it. Just think, do I value my life a lot? You know, do I have people relying on me? Do I have a kid, just like that kid with the GT350? If you're going to be doing stupid stuff, don't get a bike. Be smart about it. I don't want to see anybody get in an accident and end up dying because of their own stupidity. Well guys, thanks for watching my video. I'm going to make some more videos kind of talking about getting into riding. I'll obviously talk about like starter bike, talk about, you know, gear, stuff like that. I don't know, we'll kind of figure it out as time goes. But I will make some videos kind of helping people if you're wanting to get into riding. And by no means is this video designed to steer you away from riding. I'm not trying to scare you. I really want everybody to understand the risk associated with it, because if it's anything like me, if you're anything like me, the thought really did not get into your head until somebody ended up dying. And you know, I'm honestly ashamed to say that. I really am. And I don't want to see this happen to somebody else. So this is kind of designed more to help you. But if you guys enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe while you're at it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys later.